Welcome back to Ski Mask Way Boxing. I'm your host, Miki Blik. I wanted to apologize for that last post that I had put up with the David Benavidez and the David Morrell recap. I don't know what happened. I think my phone just died out or something when I was talking about that recap on that fight. And I wanted to continue to finish what I was saying. I can continue to finish what I was saying about that fight, but basically, David Benavidez did a fantastic job in defending his belts and picking up another belt from Morrell. And like I said, Morrell did a great job. He did more than expected. What people thought he could do, and I was really proud of his. I mean, he could have done more in my eyes. I think Ronnie Shields should have pushed him a little bit more on his output. Because, like I said before in my last post, he took a lot of rounds off and he kind of absorbed a lot of punishment from David Benavidez instead of really moving around. But, Benavidez made it, and he made the fight at his pace. He made David Morrell fight at his pace, and he made it basically a war because, all of the slick talking that Morrell was doing before the fight, during the pre-fight conferences and all of that other stuff. And then during the couple of days before the fight, Morrell was really quiet and everything. I thought he was really focused, and I thought he was gonna do a little bit more than what he did. But he gave me he kind of like ID'd what I had said 3 months ago before the fight, came to fruition or whatever. So I was proud about that because I told people that he was going to do better than what a lot of folks expected him to do, and he made that come to pass. But at the same time, I think he could have did more in his output because I don't know. Like I said before in my last post, I think it was the lights. Under the lights, he kind of like zapped a lot of his energy. He used up a lot of his energy, being antsy and he was kind of like anxious in the fight, and you could see he was more of a fast twitch. He was using more of his fast twitch muscles, and I could see that he was not only absorbing a lot of punishment, but he was using a lot of unnecessary energy. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. I don't know. Just because I think that David pushed the pace to where he went, because David is a fast, like he's a pressure fighter, and he has fast hands and everything like that. But he pushes the pace, on mostly all of his fights because he usually fights smaller guys, but at the same time, moving up in the weight at 175, he's he's not as effective as far as his power is concerned because these are bigger guys he's fighting, and you could tell Morrell is, a true, not gonna say a true 175, but he's a bigger opponent than David fought. Even with the last guy he fought, David couldn't get him out of there because these guys are bigger, and that's what people don't understand. When you're fighting bigger fighters, you're gonna run into those situations where if your power doesn't carry up in these weights, you're not gonna be knocking guys out. So it's gonna have to be more on your skill level instead of your power. And so that's why I was explaining to folks how I think that if the winner between Boval and Arthur Beterbiev, I think because of David's style of pressure fighting and being in there and really not backing up. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a come forward fighter, and he's just a pressure fighter, and he wants to get his off. I think that runs right into Arthur Beterbiev's style, and the big difference between Arthur Beterbiev and a lot of fighters that David fought. Arthur Beterbiev power carries, like he hits like a heavyweight, and that's why I think that's why I said I think he had knocked Benavidez out because styles make fight, and to me, David Benavidez, what is his name? David Benavidez, yeah, Benavidez. I think that Arthur Beterbiev, his style is tailor-made to knock out a person that has a pressure type fight. See, in order to beat Arthur Beterbiev, you got to have a style like Bivol, a stick and move, a Caleb Plant type style, but you got to have more energy because you got to get away from Beterbiev punches because he hits so hard that any punch could really he could do a lot of damage. And if you watch the first fight between him and Bivol, he was hitting Bivol on his shoulders, his arms, and he was hitting while Bivol was blocking his punches with his glove, and he was swelling Bivol eye up just from block punches. So that lets you know that guy got some power. But like I said, to beat somebody with power that really isn't a good mover like Beterbiev, because I don't think Arthur Beterbiev is a great mover either. Like I don't think David Benavidez is a great mover. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that he has quick feet. You know what I mean? He just overwhelms you. But like I said, I just think that Morrell, it might have been too soon to get in there with somebody like a David Benavidez. But he gave him his money worth. He gave everybody the money worth, to me, in other words. But getting back onto what I was saying about the other fight, because I wanted to make a quick analysis about the I really don't like women fights. I don't know. But Claressa Shields is somebody different. Even though she's a woman fighter, she has a lot of skills like a dude would have. You know what I mean? And I like watching her or whatever. But most women, they just slugging. Amanda Serrano got a good style too. She got like a man type style. But most women fights, and I'm not taking nothing away from the women fights, but I'm not really into women fighting or whatever, besides like watching Claressa Shields, because not only she fights like a man, she carries herself like a man as far as, wanting to fight. But I know, the truth of the matter is she ain't beating no man. I'm talking about average guy. Yeah, she probably could knock him out or hurt him or do something. But like when she wanted to fight Keith, what's Keith last name? Keith, he ain't been in the fighting for so long, I done forgot him. Keith Thurman. But I think Keith would have whooped her. But that's another story. But he got a fight coming up as well to some guy, I don't remember his name, but I don't really want to comment on Keith because I don't even know if because he had a fight with, supposed to be with Tim Tszyu, and he kind of like had an injury, and he might not even fight no more, if you ask me, even though he got this fight lined up. But I wanted to comment on Claressa Shields and Danielle Perkins, which was it was a really good fight. I mean, it was, because to me, Claressa Shields moved up in weight, and Danielle Perkins was like a Frankenstein type girl, man. That woman is big. She's like 6 foot, big. I mean, she a big woman and would have had the reach and everything. But like I said, Claressa Shields fight like a dude, and she was catching her with good shots. I mean, nice. She had the third round. She caught her with I think it was a straight right hand, wobbled her, and then she was trying to finish her, but the girl was so big, it was like chopping the tree down with that girl, man. That's a big woman, Danielle Perkins, and in the 10th round, I think in the 10th round she caught her and caught her with a pull counter. She had a pull, nice. Oh man, that jump was perfect. Dropped her, but it was like a flash knockdown as well. I'm not gonna say it was flash. She was hurt, but I think the third round was worse. You know what I'm saying? It was. Hold on, I got somebody calling me.